Oh, sweet. Pog! We don't have to go through that whole thing. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So it did end up saving where we last ended. That's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. The Skywalker saga as opposed to the other sagas that exist? Skywalker saga is the only saga. So I have to bring them across. All 9 movies. Honestly, I could skip the last 3. Just don't know what I'm supposed to do. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's solid advice. Oh, you stink. Packs of other movies and shows for purchase. That's cool. But also I hate it at the same time. Why do they make me spend more money? You know what I mean? They own my wallet. Yeah, man. I was just here. Character packs, not story. I still freaking don't know. Do I literally just go over there and like, how do I get over there? There we go. A little easier to see without the glare. There's this middle platform that I need to get up on. Oh, wait. I did do this part. Then they have me going this way. I think I get it, but we'll find out soon enough. I wonder how hot it is in here. Crap! You got steam from the machinery. You're in the side of a giant volcano. It is pretty damn hot. Okay, I think I see where I'm supposed to go. But how do I get over there? Ah! No! I missed it. Oh, good. I can't get smashed or anything like that. That'd be horrible. Nah, I see where I'm supposed to go. Need to work on my legs? Me or Aloy? It's kind of true though. She's really got some beefy upper body. Why would I go this way if I can just drop down here? Okay, but I'm still ahead. I still need to get to that center. The hell am I missing? I'm still missing a chunk. CHUNK. A chunk of content. There's something on this middle I don't know. I'm trying to get to this middle console, this middle platform here. Because there's a trigger that I need to interact with. But these are the only, this is the only way to get up. What am I missing? What am I freaking missing? Ah! There's literally no other way of getting up there. Glowing yellow things provide the way. I guess, I mean, do I keep going? I mean, maybe I use one of those things to drop down. I mean, because look, if you look up, not at Aloy, look at the sliding thing. It's got a grab handle. It's got something I can grab onto. So that's literally the only, hi Jovial, the only way I can see getting onto that middle platform. So let's see if we can find, yeah, we need to get up there. However the hell you do that. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going, going, going. What do? We go. And I missed it. Drink Red Bulls, yeah. I hate Red Bull, it's disgusting. Tastes like ass. But I'm not the only one with this opinion. I'm not even convinced we can get up on that platform. Well, yeah, we can, because there's a... You can rappel off of that. Do I have to go... Do I have to backtrack a little? Looks like I have to go really forward in order to go back, and that's really annoying. That's incredibly annoying. Grab it. Yeah, I know, and I'm trying to figure out how to get up to the container. That's the problem. But I think I understand. I'm supposed to go even further. Like, I haven't gone far enough, basically. Hey, look, a purple thing on the ground. Oops. Go away. Nope, turn around. Oh, that's weird. Oh no, up. This is sketch, dude. Look, I got lava underneath me. This is horrible. Whoever thought this was a good idea is sorely mistaken. All right, I see. Who designed this death trap? Crap. You can't see me. Oh, there you are. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my face. Look at my face. There we go. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh Lord. There has to be a way back up. There is. Okay. Hey, we took a shortcut. We took a shortcut. A shortcut indeed. All right. I missed the shiny? I see. I see, I see, I see. God, this is freaky. Does it cut your shorts? Like cutoffs?
All right, I grab a ride.
Crap! I did that stupid thing again where I released the right trigger faster than I released the left. Or vice versa, you know. It's fine, he's dead. Alright! So you better not fuck up because that would really suck. We'd have to go through that entire maze again. They want me to drop on this? Oh my god. At least we made it. Jesus.
The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
Great. Now where are they? What have we here? Can I break it? No. I need what's his face to break it. But where did they go? They're not even on the... They're not even here. They're supposed to be here. Did I bug it? Is the game bugged? I freaking hope not. There they are. Hello, friends. Oh, jeez. Are you kidding? I'm the best, literally the best person that finds the weirdest bugs. Always. Thing is that if it bugged, it would have been my fault because technically you're supposed to play this zone like pretty much the whole way through. There aren't any save points, not official ones. So if it didn't let me through, if it like bugged, it would have been my fault, you know. Completely my fault. This is a lot of wood. This is DLC, correct? Laughing, man. Yeah, we did. We finished on stream. It was amazing. I'm about to post the VOD to it on YouTube. Wow. Okay. What in the heck? Activate the source node. CYAN access. As acting chief, digital security officer, and interim AI administrator for the Freebrig project. I freaking hope not. I hereby state to have updated the orbicular pattern for the CYAN regulatory AI on 17th September 2064 according to procedure to ensure against tampering, meddling, disarranging, or outlandish mischief of any kind. Updated orbicular pattern. What does that even mean? After the source node has been activated, the remaining data nodes must be bound to establish a flow between adjacent intact nodes and to connect back with the source node.
There is no blue light here. Is a spirit present, or only the demon?
I think it's both. But we have
Ooh,
to
nice.
find
Health potion! Hell yeah. Hydrate! Thank you. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Hydrate. Got so many resources. So many resources. Too many. Too freaking many. This game hates loot whores. Just saying. Man, they are supplying me with so much. Oh, something really bad is gonna happen. All right, override source node. Let us go. Oh man, not this again. At least I have more brain power this time. No, the other way.
Possible security threat detected.
Oh boy.
Analyzing scrutiny matrix.
I still don't know what this program is.
Security threat confirmed.
I am not a threat. I am your friend. Oh shit, this doesn't have any. Oh man. This may need to go the other way. That's gonna stop it. Okay. I think we're golden here. So then this. Oh shit. Ah! No! Fuck. We are not golden. My solution to these puzzles is to just keep moving stuff until it works. Psst. That's how I figure this shit out. You can't skip them, bruh. This is part of the main story. You have to do it. I think this path is correct. I think this path is correct. Because more stuff connects to it. But where does this come in? Why is this here? I actually very much enjoy stuff like this. I just have issue with it, you know? I just struggle with it sometimes. I mean, this is really sticky because there's no possible way. Wait, hold on a second. No. There's no, oh wait. It has to go back in this way. So hold on, hold the phone. Then it would go this way, then that way, then this way. Then this way? I'm trying to solve this backwards. So that means this probably goes this way then. Because the other way simply doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we figured it out. I figured it out. I think. Give me a second. I think I might have figured it out. I did. Yes!
It worked.
Purely by freaking accident, but yes.
Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea, your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the Daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed.
Oh dear.
Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raise the signal constraints. One has been exposed, but I am incorporating
Why is it there in the first place? Why is the Daemon there? How did this little virus bitch get here?
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we...
It's gonna get destroyed. What else would it do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The Daemon.
Hephaestus.
There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I bet this was silence. It's always silence.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer.
I think it is. It has to be. Who else would have done this fuckery? Hello, clampers. Silence did nothing wrong. I beg to disagree. I mean, but we all know Ted Fair's the real problem, but silence is the secondary problem.
Uh-oh. Whatever CYAN did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Oh my god. Goodness. You want me to climb? What? No. I missed it? No! There we go. Alright, let's jump better this time. Jump! Yes. Rock? Climb? No? Okay. How do they want me to do this exactly without falling into lava? I don't see any grip holds. I don't want to make this. I don't want to make this leap. Oh, you know what? Nope, I see. I see. I see. No lava. God, scary.
CYAN said something about restraints. Is that what the town was for?
Oh. Get rid of this. Something is... Lava bear! Nah.
The new unit that CYAN warned us about. This
Oh
will be
boy.
easy. We can't let it stop us.
Demonic fi- okay. Oh my god! Freaking lava. Oh boy. That is not a dog. That is a bear. All right, so he looks like he... I'm gonna do fire resist. What the hell? Give me a... Hold on. Oh, yep. It's a fire claw. All right, fire sec. Shock and tear. It's a really hard place to reach. Hephaestus is exercising his right to bear arms. It's not Hephaestus. This is the daemon, actually. I know you're trying to throw out a clever pun prom, but it's inaccurate. Wow. Shock and tear. Christ. Okay, do I have... No, I don't. There's beats for Battlestar Galactica. Alright, shock it is. Shock and awe. Ooh! That's grody. Do I have, where's my shock bow? It's not a great weapon, but I'll take it. Shit, I wish I had upgraded that thing. Oh well. This is better than nothing. Yeah, but that's... Never mind. This is a really bad idea. They stun him? I'm glad I had fire resist on. Oh, jeez. I knew it had to be some kind of lava demon. There we go. That's exactly where I wanted that. Yeah, baby. Yeah. He mad, he mad, he mad, he mad. That's not very nice. Oh, that's big.
Another tower! Stop it from repairing the beast!
What tower? Oh, this tower. Frick. I'm gonna miss it. Crap. That sucks. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! Distract him! Distract him! Yeah. All right. This doesn't do very much damage, to be honest. That's why. Ooh, I need more fire resist. Need more potions. Here. All of them, please. Ooh, I should put down some shock traps too. That would probably be a good idea. Do I have any? I do. Stop spewing. Oh god, oh god, oh god, I forgot. Fire resist. There we go. Alright, trap. Say hello to my little friend. Yeah, that's shock trap. Shock trap, best trap. Never underestimate the traps. Never underestimate traps. Wait, no, come to my other trap here, bitch. Other trap. There we go. Hell yeah. He's not having a good time. This bear is not having a good time. Wow, that's an impact.
Don't let them hit you!
It's hard because the places that hits the most, I have to like face him. There we go. Hit my trap. He hit my trap. Oh, crap. I need this. Get rid of this.
Repairing machines.
There we go. Doesn't hurt him as much as I want it to. At all, in fact. There we go. That did a little more damage. Oh my lord. Where did he go? I lost him. Excuse me, sir. I really wish I had my better shock, my upgraded shock weapon. That would be really nice. Make this fight a lot easier. I'm not worried about dying, but I am worried about, I mean, this is taking forever. Simply because my weapons are ass. I mean, he could just have a lot of health, but... Oh my god! Oopsies. That's lame, Rift. I wonder if maybe I should use Terror. Maybe that would be better for what we're dealing with. There we go. No, turn around again. Oh, nice. Component removed. There we go. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. Jump through the legs. Ah! Didn't expect that. I knew it had to be some kind of lot, like, this is a fire bear. I understand that, but I knew I had to do something with lava. I knew at least that much. One for the old bear hug. I don't want his hugs. He's almost dead. Ah, I cannot aim. Face me, you bitch. Ah. There we go. It's like one more shot, peeps. Come on. Just make it happen. Make it happen. Ah! So frustrating. Just kill it with fire. Oh my god, finally. Jeez. Like, it's not that hard, but especially if you have fire resist on it. But like, if you don't have the right weapon, it really, you can really freaking tell.
Spoke of the tower.
Woo! Okay. That was nasty and gnarly. All right, chat. I'm sorry. I missed a ton. Bear's pizza. Just wait till you hit the sequel. You'll be kicking yourself. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the second game. This is George Lucas's original vision for Return of the Jedi, not Ewoks. I know, it kills me how, like, effective. How effective, these kinds of weapons are against machines. But you gotta make do with what you got, you know? Your favorite Everest? Do you know another Everest? Has my name suddenly become famous? Wow, and suddenly I am pretty much full. Suddenly I'm like super full.
Do it now.
I don't want to do it right now. Hold on. Hold your hats. Hold on to your hats. This is the more important. Hi, Dragonfly. I think if it pertains to someone with my name, details are important, and I must know them. Wow, there were so many watchers. And I didn't even know they were there. All I was looking at is the big giant bear.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative. Routing our network.
Too strong. Daemon too strong. Oh no. Is she gonna sacrifice her life? Yeah. Oh no.
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained.
Is she gonna die?
I am initiating a chain
Oh
reaction
no.
that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility.
Oh dear.
In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center.
Oh
Aurea, I'm free.
Oh.
You must escape.
She's gonna die. Because this was our life's mission. She died. No! There's too much death! Oh, that's awful. The volcano's gonna explode. You don't have time.
Aratak.
Don't forget to loot her. You're horrible! No, she saved the spirit, Prom. She saved the spirit.
Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Artok. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Go.
She's gonna blow!
Go.
I don't know where to go. See, I knew I had to loot before the cutscene.
One of those?
It's the only way.
To Narnia! Yes. How is this all compromised? If we saved the core. Oh my god. No, I don't have the grip. Yeah, same dragonfly. I don't have the grip strength to hold that long. Maybe if I had like...
Give me up top, Aratak. Now.
Maybe if I had like gloves to help with the, you know, friction and grip strength and stuff, but I wouldn't either.
I need explosive ammo. Above, quick.
Don't you have one, Aloy? Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Rift. That's true. I feel like my thumb is stronger than my fingers though. They should be dead. No sweat. Are you kidding? That should not have happened. They didn't have enough they didn't have enough force to propel them that far forward. It's insane. Immersion ruined. Yeah, we're in Skyrim now.
Maria's gone. What of CYAN?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Taliki.
Then I will meet you there.
Haven't you guys had enough Skyrim?
Last verse of my sister's song.
Is that the end? This can't be the end of the DLC. No. I still don't know how the daemon got there in the first place. I know. Must play for the hats. My health should be like super low right now. Only for the hat.
Find this blue gleam stuff valuable.
Only for the hats. Must attain maximum glamour. Who is that? God. Oh, it's just a scrapper though. I don't care about the scrappers.
Machine's quick.
Oh man, I missed it. I mean, I'd argue that, you know, raids are in game, but yes. But you're right. Some pieces are only obtained through through raids. Therefore, glamour is the end. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. You're not worth it. The most glorious and pompous hat. Yes. If you're a Lalafell and your hat is not larger than your body, then you're missing out. Pigment.
This really catches the eye.
All right. Yay, we only have 3 left. So where's this blue gleam? Right up here? Hell yeah. Didn't even have to look hard for this one. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, boom, boom. Where's the other ones? Lafayette's Last Supper. The Kentucky Derby? Nah, fam. Alright, where's the other ones? I wouldn't step foot in Kentucky if you gave me $1 million. There's one. Is it that? Is that one though? Probably. Ah! They're literally the most frustrating. Getting ready for bed. So early. Oh, crap. Oh, man. What have I done? Crap. I thought that was not gonna drop me as low as it did. Can we make it? Probably not. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. All right, here we go. Wait, you can't fast travel, you're falling. All right, I'm no longer falling. Okay, let's do this again. Let's try this again.
I'll tuck that away.
Hi, Shadow. Ugh, this again. Leave me alone. Mind your own business.
They're angry.
Mind your own business. Wonder if the other one is up here. It is! Okay, so the other one is nice.
Here they come.
How you doing? I'm doing okay. I don't feel any better. But I don't feel any worse. It's just this cough is just like super annoying. But honestly, it's less of a cough and more of like a stuffy nose. Like a drippy nose. It's not stuffy, it's more drippy. And it's really more annoying because like people like I was walking down the sidewalk minding my own business and there are two people coming my direction and I coughed into my hoodie and sweatshirt that I was wearing. And then I totally saw them like move to the side of the sidewalk, like an obvious like I'm going to avoid you move. And I was like, come on, what if I just had allergies? People get allergies and cough and sniffle all the time. Yeah, they're taking forever. It definitely could be much worse, but it does kind of stink. I'm managing though. I'm doing all right. I went to the gym today and I took my freaking sweet ass time. It was hard. It was very difficult. All my workouts have been so difficult since getting sick. It was terrible. Yeah, Dragonfly, 'tis the season. 'Tis the season for allergies. Shadow. Like, come on. If I had a fever, would I really be outside? No. Not in hell. I understand that people, like, you know, it's a mixed bag of symptoms, you know. Not everyone gets a fever, but But like just pertaining to a fever alone, like people be crazy if they decide to, you know, live life with feeling that way. Because I don't feel like doing anything. A geyser! It's Old Faithful. Just kidding. That'd be cool if Old Faithful managed the post-apocalyptic, you know, land transformation. Yeah, Jovial, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. I know. No, I believe me. Isn't it a volcano? Yellowstone? Yeah, it's like one giant super volcano. Wait, are you talking about Old Faithful? No, Old Faithful is just a geyser. It's Old Faithful is the most consistent geyser that's ever existed. It always goes off at the same time. That's why they call it, or at a predictable time. So that's why they called it Old Faithful. It's a giant geyser. It's pretty cool. Been there. Been there, done that. I'm actually gonna upgrade my weapons, so I feel like I need to do that. It's a volcano? No, Yellowstone is a volcano. Old Faithful is a geyser. Fortunately, my workplace doesn't give me sick days, or unfortunately, my workplace doesn't give me sick days, but they definitely don't want me working while I'm sick. So they, you know, they're not gonna make me come to work if I'm not feeling good. Hi, Valkyrie. You like the color of the water? Yeah. The color of the water comes from, I want to say mineral deposits. And bacteria, right? Mineral deposits and bacteria? Yeah, I learned an information. You saw that workout post? You did choose Van. I did! It was horrible! And I didn't even make it easy on myself. I made it hard. I was mean. I could have gone easier, but I didn't. I was like, nah. Like sulfur? Well, there's, yeah. But more than just sulfur. They don't want me spreading disease. Yep. That's why I think that, like, masks in general should be more common for people who function while being sick, like like Asian cultures and stuff. Mask wearing is very normal for them, and I don't see it as being a bad thing to wear masks while, you know, you're sick with anything really. Strep, a cold, etc. I learned stuff.
Don't stand around and talk, or do we have responsibilities to
Found the part. Ready to fix up that weapon?
I am always ready to fix up a weapon.
Improve the ice row. Wait, how did I get the part? I didn't fight an ice, what do you call it? Not an ice, a storm. Stormbird?
Never thought I'd be glad to see the inside of a Thunderjaw's mouth.
I sure am. Every machine's a big box of tools. Once you stop trying to kill you, that is. Trust me, Aloy. You won't recognize this ice rail when I'm through.
I've learned that when I'm gonna go travel somewhere, I really want to learn more about it.
A spear's a
Because that
spear,
makes
right?
me seem like,
Poke/done.
I don't know.
Boring,
I like knowing
I
stuff.
adjusted the chill water flow, rebalanced gear, strapped on a launcher, and now she shoots freezing
Next time I go to Italy, I really want to like read up on research and information and stuff. That would make the trip like way more fruitful, if you will. I think we should wear both face masks and nose masks to maximize both safety and fashion. A metal nose mask. Do you know how brutally uncomfortable that would be? Oh, I didn't fight it. Oh, that's why.
You're sure you can fix up the...
You bet.
All right, let's go fight a Stormbird.
If I find anything I think you'd like, I'll be back around.
You better.
All right, we need to go fight a Stormbird. Oh boy. You would toughen us up? Where do they want me to fight a Stormbird? Down here? All the way down here? I guess that would be an easier fight. It's probably a lower level. I mean, yeah, as long as you use it effectively, as long as you actually like wear it like it should be, you know. I'm just kind of asking this for the competent. The non-ignorant. I don't expect everyone to do it. I'm just saying it would be nice to be more of a normal thing. And I think that now that we've spent 2 years wearing masks, I think that we've kind of normalized it in the United States, at least more than before. So it's not like I'm gonna go in public with a mask and people look at me like, what the poop are you wearing? Time to fight a giant bird. Hello.
You know, I kind of missed all this red dust. Well, there's our Stormbird. When you're ready, I'll follow up and boom.
What level is it? 27. Here we go. I forgot what it's... Hold on. Back in the desert again. Do, do, do. Where's our Stormbird? Fire and tear, but that's a really hard place to get. Tear, freeze, tear, tear. Great. Great. Let's put on... Oh god, oh god! Shock resistance, hell yeah. Now you guys can see how brutally terrible it is to fight one of these things. Horrible. Horrible! Not only are they giant, they are flying. Ah! Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I like the DLC at all, Raven. Thank you. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing DLC right now, but I'm getting the parts for an upgraded weapon. FYI. I like it a lot. We just went through the cauldron. We just went through the cauldron. You pecky bird. Bird is the word. Dang it. That was bad. Ooh. That landed on its face. I didn't intend to do that. She's down, Jim. You can't fly. Can you fly? Yeah, you can still fly. Damn it. Smart farming for parts. Thanks, man. Thank you. Oopsies. Difficulty of this bird versus main story quest. This is part of the main story quest. So do you remember I don't know if you're there, but do you remember when I went up this hill and I was like, wow, wait, what is it? This hill? No, it was this hill. I went up this hill and I was like, wow, there's no storm bird here. I was supposed to fight a storm bird up here, but I had already killed it earlier on accident while exploring and trying to get this vantage point. So this is actually just part of the main game. And it doesn't matter, like, this bird, no matter what, is a real bitch to kill. It just moves around so much, and it's really annoying. Come on, bird! I think I can probably just shoot it down. I am like twice its level after all. Oh my god, I didn't even know it could do that. It was like a scorpion tail. Oh shoot, yeah. Hell yeah, it's down. It's down, baby. Oh, we got help. How nice. How nice. Oh, you can still fly. Hell yeah. Oh, that didn't come off. It's a goner. The bird is dead. Almost. I thought it'd be dead by now, but I guess not. Chat, I know this wasn't terrible, but just imagine killing this bird off alone and not having help. FYI. Look at all these modifications. Thanks, chat. Exciting. MSQ, I wouldn't say that the main story quest is like, hello? Why are you here? Why even try? Why even try?
We must not yield.
Hello? Game? There we go. Why even try, sir? Oops, I did that again. Freaking heck.
I missed.
Ah, I missed. There we go. Bye-bye. Sounds like a good workout. What sounds like a good workout? Fighting this giant bird? Yeah. Unfortunately, you're riding on the luck that, you know, you're not gonna get torn to shreds. Alright, are you gonna upgrade my weapon or not? Are you gonna upgrade my weapon? Let's upgrade my weapon. Hello, pots. There's a big
that
canister of
Perfect.
blaze.
Already got machine oil on my hands.
Hell yeah. Improve the storm slinger.
One Stormbird Talon.
Let's do it. I haven't had this much fun in ages. Watch and learn.
I
Aloy.
know, Raven. How
Oh,
dare?
Don't stare directly at the sparks.
Thankfully, I'm OP.
Okay, so I pretty much had to break her in half.
They didn't know who
What's
they
a
were
staff?
fighting.
A stick. One thing I like about sticks, you can put them back together however you want.
Which you did. This thing looks a whole lot more dangerous.
She's better than dangerous. She's a genuine Varja special now. Take good care of her.
Thanks, Varja. These 3 weapons are fine work.
Are you kidding? I can't remember when I had this much fun. I should be thanking you.
I'm the one walking away with the weapons, aren't I?
It seems wrong to charge you for giving me an opportunity to do what I love
Best
doing.
followers, friends, and
Don't
viewers
tell Pop I said
on
that.
Mastrom Store.
Whenever I tinker with weapons, I
Mastrom.store.
go through fistfuls of this stuff. Maybe you'll get some use out of it.
Thanks, but no thanks. Alright, that was a long journey. Let's try out these weapons. Shiny. What if we remove this space? How will we get to Mars? Oh shoot. Does it damage us if we use it too much? These are really large parts. It does. So you can't like spam it. So you can really only shoot it like 3 times. Like 4 times. Hello, would you like to... Oh.
Look out, they're above us!
What's... Oh. That's right, run away! Run away! Are you implying that we stepped through like a black hole, Val? Three and a half times? There is no half. All right. Where do they want me to go? Do or do not. There is no try. A little green man told me that. Josh, can you please remove the spam in my chat?
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the Daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Game, I'm
Aloy's
not
here.
prepared for this emotion.
That's enough for now.
We can resume any time.
Chat,
you
I'm
like,
not crying. I
Aratak.
just have a stuffy
If you want
nose.
to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Posture check. Posture has been checked.
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility.
Firebreak
Because of your
main
efforts,
facility.
And of course,
Thank you,
Aurea's,
Val.
I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Oh.
I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different.
I'm just
from the
cutting
group.
some onions.
You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Do you know a random fact about cutting onions and crying? If you're getting watery, burny eyes from cutting an onion, put your hands under cold water and it goes away. It's the weirdest phenomenon, but I promise it works.
So are you an artificial intelligence, CYAN? A thinking machine?
Yes.
That's a
I am
stupid
an
question,
algorithmic monitoring
Aloy.
entity, capable of rational decision making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Before she
100%. I
came to this
promise.
facility,
I promise.
I've been conscious for centuries, in solitude.
Just try.
I focused on my work.
Works every time.
In
At least for
off
me.
cycles, I used
I don't
coping
think it's
mechanisms.
placebo.
I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
This Firebreak project. It was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes, I can report the project was a success and the risk was countered.
But it's
Yay,
been a long time.
Yellowstone was saved.
When we blew up the cauldron, it took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems.
Oh.
Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
try it, Val. I swear it works. I've been cooking for a very long time, and I cut many onions. Alright? I know what I'm talking about. Dump a bucket of ice water on your head? Who wants to clean up all the water on the floor? I don't. Buy an onion to try it for science. So CYAN is entirely just a program to prevent the destruction of the to prevent the explosion of the volcano. Is that what I understand? Is that what it is?
Do you know what happened to your colleague, CYAN?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
I was just gonna ask, like, can I hear that conversation?
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback,
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
undoubtedly.
Wait, the daemon is Hephaestus? I thought Hephaestus was a program that was I thought that Hephaestus was a part of Gaia.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error.
Silence, of course. Who
I was
else?
flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Maria said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses.
Okay.
After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
They're not
I'm
really
sorry.
programmed to do that, though.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
Like, what I mean to say is that the other programs aren't destructive. So I'm confused.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them.
Oh,
Built machines for her.
Based on
Hephaestus
what you've told me,
was
I
built
believe that
machine
Dr.
building.
Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team.
Okay, now I know what Hephaestus
It was
is.
she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
That's exactly the question I wanted to
Why does
ask.
Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Oh, that
Yes,
makes
we all
sense.
hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control.
Okay, so it feels
When
threatened.
I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because now Hephaestus is free, and now it feels threatened, and so now, okay. That makes sense. It all makes sense.
I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark, and may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy.
That would be correct.
Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
Oh. Owls. Yellowstone.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
Yes, it has.
In the world, CYAN.
Yes, it has.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you.
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to
It's not
exceed
owls,
those
it's
limits.
AIs.
As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party.
The
These
band.
provided me with several colorful additions to my
The
vocabulary.
band. In case you guys missed that episode, what is it? Concrete Beach Party is like a band formed by the old members of I believe the dam operatives. That's hilarious.
CYAN, do you know the name Ted Pharaoh?
Are you referring to Theodore Pharaoh, CEO of Pharaoh Automated Systems?
CYAN wants to get the band
Mr.
back
Pharaoh was the
together.
benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor. But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
A
Correct.
damn good
His
band.
corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Pharaoh spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the...
The scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be.
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, CYAN.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So, there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth.
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
The clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
Use your judgment.
I trust your judgment, CYAN. You were cautious with Araya. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, CYAN. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak.
When you wake, this is the data point.
CYAN, I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, CYAN. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, CYAN. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
I know, CYAN. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep.
That must be right before the...
And protect whoever's left. Will you try?
That must be like around the time of the swarm.
Carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, CYAN. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud.
I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad. Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking, Prom. It must be... This must have been right before
Make a small request
the Pharaoh
of you,
Plague.
Dr. Chow.
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Oh, that's sad.
Of course I will, CYAN. As long as you need.
I wonder what reinstated her. You know? Alright, that makes more sense. It's all making a little bit of sense.
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
Hello, it's the sun. It's very bright. Find out in season 2.
My chieftain,
Just, Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone. And the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost.
I know. Screw that guy, man. The
I
real
would not have been able to protect her.
the real adversary. Freaking destroying the world and then removing knowledge and intelligence from it. Come on, sir. You're a moron. You're an intelligent fool. Alright, she was willing to fight. Look at what she accomplished. You didn't let her down.
Because of her, we destroyed the cauldron, forced out the daemon, and saved the spirit. She understood what had to be done.
Yes. And I failed to listen.
You didn't fail.
A shaman should always have the ear of their chieftain. Yet I turned her away, my own sister. I was foolish, but she knew better. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warrak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The Daemon is
Good
gone,
man.
but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that CYAN said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. And Al-Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
No doubt.
I don't want to fight more of those.
The nuke.
Yeah, except I don't have, like, freaking blue cords.
It wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, CYAN, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds on their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life, aberrant life, transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, crazy, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
There is no we.
First.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You can stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Where do they want me to go? Oh, shit! Wait. That can't be it. That's it? That's it! No! No! That can't be it! No! Oh my god, we just started. We've only been live for 2.5 hours. Yeah, I can go around and get, like, I'll finish, like, grab all the stuff. Oh! I can't, not until Josh finishes it. Yes, Raven, absolutely. As soon as once my boyfriend finishes the I mean, oh. There's that quest. There's a few things I can do still. But yeah, the main DLC quest is over. Yeah, level 50. I'm level 52, 53, something like that. 55. Something. I am now OP. OP Aloy. What's up, Dax? Yep, he's playing Cyberpunk, and he thought that he would be done by now. But he's not. Hopefully he'll finish it this weekend. I'm not sure if he'll be able to, but we'll see. We got plenty to do. I need to finish, I can do more Fallout New Vegas. I want to finish what's it called? Is this for me? Oh, thank you. Ah. They got me apples? Thank you. We're in it for the long haul now. We got all the foods. Josh, you've been you've been respectfully asked to move as fast as you can as a Glinthawk and wrap up Horizons Forbidden West. Guys, Josh brought me like apples and some hot chai tea, some nasal decongestant spray, and some water. What a chum. Out of the forge and into the fire. What a pal. He was a very nice person. Very kind indeed. Hi, Sedated. How are you? Long time. Oh my god, you almost didn't grab that. No Elden Ring. So we got... I can't start any more games. We still have to finish Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie and we can do more Fallout New Vegas. We got plenty of stuff to do. Yes, I really want to play Forbidden West, but will Josh take orders from chat? Absolutely. I mean, I don't think he takes orders, but he'll listen to you. He'll listen to you. Yup, Banjo. We're like past halfway on that. He'll listen to you. I love it. I'm really sad because it's almost done. It's almost done and it makes me really sad.
So much for being careful.
That's true, Josh. Joe? I didn't say Joe. Music in this area is really nice. So we finished the DLC, or we finished the main story quest like a week and a half ago. And then now we're doing the DLC, but now the DLC is almost over and I'm really sad. So sad. You're 80 hours in the game and at the end and you're doing all this side stuff because you don't want it to end either. Ah! So sad. Excuse me. Alright, give me a second. Wait, where? These are all chargers. But yeah, that's definitely on the radar for as soon as we get to, as soon as we can. I'm a considerate girlfriend. The story is really sad, but it's so fascinating. I freaking love it. You big boy. You a big boy. Yeah, it's hopeful and sad at the same time. Exactly. Nah, these guys are horrible. But now I have like a better weapon, so it might be a little easier than it was before. I don't want to deal with both of these guys. Don't touch me. Ugh. Ah! Ah! What are you doing? I don't want to fight both of these. Don't Ravagers have a gun on top? They do. If I can get that, that'll help me a lot. Nice. Did I get it? Did I get it? I did. I got it. I got it off. Now I have to go and grab it. Hopefully it didn't break. I'm just making him a little bit easier to manage. What the fuck? Oh my god, bro. Alright, now he's gonna be a lot easier to fight off. He's like, what the hell was that? Where'd that come from? Oh boy. still doesn't know where I am. What a riot! There we go. Alright, now that's only one to deal with. That'll make my life a little bit easier. Plus, I have a gun now. Which is great. Very great indeed. I can find where it went. There it is. Time to kill some bear butt. Haha, bear butt. Oh boy. Oh shoot, I didn't want that resistance. Crap, crap, crap. I wanted fire resistance. Fire resistance, fire resistance. There we go. I need to hold on. Where are those? There we are. Dang it, I didn't want that there. Come over here, you boob. Did I get you? Nope. Why won't he land on my trap? Ah! That is so annoying. Dave? Rude! I need to get the... Ooh, are you gonna help me fight? No! Get out of here! the bear, not me. The hell do you think you're doing? Freaking morons. Oh my god, I'm being shot. Really? I'll take it. Ah! Oh shit. My fire resist is gone. There we go. Ugh. How do you even like freaking dodge that? Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die right here, right now. No, I'm not. Oh, wait. Use the terrain. Use the terrain. Oh god, he's got the high ground. That's not cool. Ooh, supply crate. I will take you. Wait, loot. Loot, for the love of God, loot! Armor is off. Ooh. Hold on. I know that. I know what that is. Being shot at by these guys is like the worst right now. Seriously, get out of my way. Why isn't the bear attacking them? Die, you miserable chuck! Ah! That's not what I wanted. That is not the herb that I wanted today. He's almost dead though. We can do this. Ooh, God. Horrible. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Come on! He's almost dead, he's almost dead, he's almost dead. Yeah, buddy! Yeah, yeah, yeah!
Someone's climbing up there.
Now you freaking die, dude. That'd be really embarrassing if I died from this guy after defeating a freaking fire bear. Stop moving. Thank you. Die. Get out of here. Right in the gut. Woohoo! Alright. Crafting. Let's modify this sucker. Man, the only reason I feel like we won there is because the game was generous enough to give us a Ravager, and then I could just like pew pew like 2/3 of his health. Excuse me, like 2/3 of his health at the very beginning. The last like third was like the hardest shit ever. Hi, Yoda. A sparkler? Sparkler? I did not get the special armor. I was lazy. I was super lazy. Out of the forge and into the fire. You want a pretty shirt? What makes it pretty?
Keep that for later.
Black and pink Sailor Moon button up? Ooh.
Got some blue gleam. Might as well trade it.